Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're getting into self care.
You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. And you are allowed to take care of yourself.
Being able to say no without feeling guilty or being able to say no without an explanation. You're looking in that mirror and you might not always like what you see.
All my life, I had to fight.
Well, that's just too damn bad. Hey, welcome to the Trigger Happy Hour where we take shots of the truth straight with no chase.
It's your host that do the most, Daquana Darnisha. And get ready as we dive deep, laugh loud, and unpack triggers you've been dodging.
Buckle up, y'all, because healing ain't always pretty.
But it's always real.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Darnisha, mental health counselor, mommy of two. I like to give it to you straight with no chase, but sometimes I know I got to put a little bit of sugar on that rim. But either way it go, y'all already know. I'm going to give it to y'all 100 proof true.
Yo. What's going on? It's your boy, Daquan, coming through with some truth. I'm giving it to you straight with no chase. All right? Let's go ahead and switch that negative energy into motivation and make today work for you, not against you. Let's get it popping, y'all.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are kicking off season 2 in a mighty way. We're getting into something that everybody talks about, but not everybody actually does, and that's self care. But before we get started, we like to do a little mental health check in. So we're going to switch it up. We've done the weather forecast, we've done the song that best describes your mood, we've done the movie that best describes your mood. But today, we are going to do the movie quote to best describe the mood that you're in. So I want y'all to think about that. Think about a movie quote that could best describe how you're feeling in this moment. Daquan, what's your movie quote?
Well, girl, it's going to be all my life I had to fight. I had to fight my sinuses. I had to fight this weather. I just had to fight, baby, because my sinuses right here, this pressure,
Ooh.
Lord, that's how I'm feeling all my life because baby, it's been a struggle to stay up. It's been, my body just wants to relax, but I had to do.
Okay, so Miss Sophia over there said all his life he had to fight, right? So my movie choice is going to, well, not my movie choice, but my quote from a movie. I just have been hearing this on social media. I don't even know the movie that it come from, but the little boy's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And he's like, well, that's just too damn bad. Because that's how I feel. I'm tired. I was at work today. Them kids wore me out. I primarily work with teens and they wore me out. Session after session, chaos after chaos, one fire after another. And I'm just like, oh, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And Grandpa up there like, well, that's just too bad because at the end of the day, life be life and then life just keep going and you just gonna have to figure that thing out.
Real bad, real hard.
Yes, but today's topic is to help us in moments like these where we are feeling tired and we are feeling like we just can't, it's always something that we just constantly have a battle to fight. So we're going to get into it.
All right. Go ahead and give our lovely disclaimer.
Yeah, so I want y'all to keep in mind this is not a substitution for therapy, y'all. We are just a sounding board. If at any moment you're feeling overwhelmed, we advise you to kind of take a break, take a few deep breaths. And if you have some concerns that you will want to talk about, please seek licensed professional help. All right?
Yes. Now let's clear some things up real quick. All right. Self care is not bubble bath, candles, and a cute robe, even though that's nice.
Exactly. Self care is about how you take care of your mind, your body, your emotions, especially when life is lifing, because life do be lifing.
Real hard, real bad, real bad. Self care is asking yourself, what do I need right now to stay healthy and whole? Not what looks good on Instagram, but what actually keeps you from burning out.
Right, exactly. Not what looks good on Instagram, but what actually keeps you from burning out. So, we're going to dive into what that actually looks like in real life. Sometimes self care looks like rest, as simple as that sounds. Real rest,
Yeah.
not scrolling on your phone, pretending you relaxing, laying in the bed, just scrolling. because that does a whole lot of creating overstimulation, stress, and anxiety.
Exactly. Sometimes it looks like saying no. Even when you feel guilty, even when people expect you to show up. And sometimes self care looks like having hard conversations, setting boundaries,
Mm.
or walking away from situations that drains you. Let's be honest, a lot of us weren't taught self care. We were taught to survive, push through, to put everybody else first.
Yeah. And so what I heard you say was you said setting boundaries or walking away from situations that drain you. That's a part of self care too. Being able to say no without feeling guilty or being able to say no without an explanation. Sometimes we overly explain. So self care is knowing, okay, this is my answer. It is what it is, and walking away. And that's why so many people feel exhausted, emotionally numb, or overwhelmed because they're running on empty and calling it strength. Think of yourself like a phone, right? Every morning you start the day with a certain percentage of battery. That's your emotional energy, your patience, your motivation, and your focus. Throughout that day, everything you do uses some of that battery. Work drains 20% of that battery. Stress drains another 10%. Helping other people drains 15%. Overthinking draining 25%. I know I'm an overthinker. Scrolling or worrying drains even more of that battery. Now imagine everyone around you is asking for a piece of your charge, your kindness, your time, your support, but you never stop to plug yourself in. No rest, no boundaries, no self care, and eventually you running on 5%, trying to charge up everybody else's phone with your battery, and you can't keep everybody powered when you're running on a low battery. And if you don't stop and recharge, what happens to that phone? It shuts
Yes.
off. The
Yes.
same thing that will happen to your body. If you do not stop and recharge, your body will shut down. Your body will literally tell you, oh, you ain't listening. Oh, okay, I got you.
I can
And
show
put
you.
you, yes, I can show you better than I can tell you. And it ain't because you're weak, but it's because every single device needs power in order to function. So just like you're not going to apologize for plugging in your phone to recharge it, stop apologizing to people for plugging yourself in. Rest, alone time, saying no, taking breaks. That's getting you back to that 100%. And when your battery full, you can get from an overflow instead of depletion.
That was a lot. And
Mhm.
that was very much needed because a lot of us don't think of that. We don't think to say no. That drains us. Baby, stress at work takes 20%, but you also have to think when we're in this type of field, it hits us double because it's not only just work related, but then we're helping others.
Yeah.
We're also overthinking because that's when that critical thinking comes into to play. You have to really pick a lot of different scenarios. Now let's break this down because self-care isn't one size fit all, right? Let's
Nope.
talk about number 1, emotional self-care. I'm going to say it again, emotional self-care.
Emotional.
This is about checking in with your feelings and instead of ignoring them, crying when you need it. Maybe I'm a big advocate on what? Journaling.
Mm.
Talk to a therapist or a trusted friend. I just went back to therapy last week. And when I tell you that was a whole flip around because we was sitting there talking about certain things. And my therapist was like, "But Quan, did you really need to be there? Here I am making up all these other excuses, but but did you really need to be there?" And there was just a emotional weight that would just fell off because I was holding on to that for so long and I was putting myself through for no reason. But
Mhm.
we are so stressed and we have all these other things piling on top of us, we're just constantly always wanting to be there for people. We always drain ourselves from our own self because we're always pouring into others and we're not pouring into us. So when you're doing that journal, when you go talk to a therapist, emotional care is letting yourself feel without judgment. And a lot of us judge ourselves so harshly.
Mhm. Going back to the therapist component, because a lot of people have a misconception of what therapy is. And a lot of people think that you're just supposed to go to a therapist and then they just give you the answers and they just tell you what you're supposed to do. Therapists provide you with tools. They don't tell you what to do. They provide you with the tools that you need in order to thrive on your own because that therapist is not always going to be there.
Yeah.
And therapy is not always comfortable either. That's another thing. They think therapy, I'm just supposed to leave therapy and just feel like rainbows and butterflies. No, because what happens in therapy is that you get to the core.
Yeah.
And that mirror is, you're looking in that mirror and you might not always like what you see. And you might not always like what it is that your therapist has to say. But it's coming from a place of care. It's coming from a place of concern. But self care is literally about, okay, let me see what it is about myself that I need to do in order to make me a better person. Self-care isn't sitting on comfort, right? I'm comfortable here. No, sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now we're going to dive into another type of self-care, which that's mental self-care, and that ties into the therapy as well. But however, this is protecting your peace. Mental self-care is protecting your peace, limiting those negative conversations, stepping away from social media when it starts messing with your mind. Mental self-care is choosing what gets access to your thoughts. You have control over that. You have control over how much time you spend scrolling on that phone. You have time controlling the actually your news feed, to be honest. Because I might have a lot of friends on social media, but I only follow a few people. And that's probably why you like, Darnisha never interact with my posts. I might not be following you. Like, I literally have to monitor what goes into my spirit. So a lot of people, they're like, well, man, social media is just so negative. And I'm like, who you following? Because, a lot of the times when I hop on there, I'm cracking up because I'm following people that make me laugh. I'm following people that are positive. All I got to see is one little woe is me, one woe is me post. You got one time to be on there crying in the hospital with IV in your arm. Unfollow. I don't want to see that. One time. Y'all pray for me. But you won't tell nobody what we praying for. Don't do that. Then be like, y'all pray for me. Don't ask no questions. Now, why you just
Yeah.
mess with my mind like that? Because I got to know what I'm praying for. And I got to know if I'm praying because you was on some foolery. Okay?
Okay. That part. That part right there. I am dying. I am dying. My God.
Just begging for attention. If you don't get off there, put it down. Set it down now. Put that
Shut it
phone
down
down.
right now.
Why your phone
Baby.
even charged at the hospital anyway? Put that phone away.
Shut
Focus
up.
on your
Well,
focus on your recovery.
you gotta make sure that you contact the people that you wanna know what's
Don't
going
post
on.
it. I can't tell y'all what to do. I'm just telling y'all what's a pet peeve of mine. And if you wondering why we ain't friends no more on social media, then I
Well
probably unfriended you when you did something like that. But I digress.
well, girl, I'm glad we wasn't friends during the time I was in the hospital. I have hosted it. But it wasn't no woe is me type thing, baby. I was in there for colitis, and that was not no fun thing. I
Did
was
you
in
say
there.
y'all pray for me? Y'all
I
pray for me.
I just said, baby, it was one time me and my godson was in the hospital at the same time. He had just broke his arm. And I had posted the side by side. I said, godson and goddaddy. And
You was looking for some sympathy.
I wasn't even because, baby, that thing was what I was in pain. But I'm the type of person anyway to disassociate from social media. Like right now, my friends would send me social media. When I get on it, I'm on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm off, I don't wanna be bothered.
Right.
So, I get, reels being sent to me, posts being sent to me, and I'm like, "Y'all tryna really make me go on this whole social media thing and look at this post. I don't wanna go on there. If I'm on there, now it's for us to post stuff, but other than that, I'm not making reels like I used to no more. I
Mm-hmm.
need to get back doing that." But that also goes into when we
Hold on real quick though. Hold
okay.
on. Cause I got one question to ask you. When you post that side to side with you and your cousin being in the hospital at the
My
same time,
godson.
you and your godson, what did you want us, the viewers, to do?
I don't know. I just girl, I don't know. I was young. I don't know. I was just, "Hey, girl, I'm looking good, though." Click. I was still looking good. I was
That's
like,
all y'all be posting these little woe is me.
"Pray for me. Pray for me." That's all. Just pray for me. And that's it. "Oh, you
All
okay?"
right.
And then I'll go in there and say, "Yep, I'm in here down with colitis, girl. What's that? Look it up."
Right, because then it's more and more questions. Man, okay.
Yes, look it up.
You set yourself up for that.
No, it
Now
was
your
some of
phone
my
blowing
hey,
up, but you don't want to be bothered. Your phone blowing up because you didn't post the hospital pic. Now everybody, well, you good? Are you okay? And then you make another post. Could everybody please stop reaching out to me? I just
no.
don't want to.
I don't be doing that. I don't do that because I'm a Cancer. I like attention, but I don't like attention, okay? I like the attention, but
I
I
like
don't like the
attention,
attention.
but I don't like the attention. Got it.
Cancers know what I'm talking about. Thanks.
That's crazy because we have an episode coming up on social media too, so we don't even want to get into. We gonna get into it.
We
We
dive
gonna deep
into it.
dive into it, but
That's part 2. How about that? So let's go ahead and talk about number 3, which is physical self-care. I hit this one too. This one
mm,
gets overlooked. Sleep, nutrition.
I feel attacked.
I hit dog will holler because baby, I wouldn't know. Nutrition. Moving your body, not as punishment, but as care. Your body keeps the score. When you ignore it long enough, baby, it will force you to slow down. I
Yeah.
love getting back into the gym. Now I have trained my body to get up around 4:30 to get up and get in the gym during the time I work because that's one waking me up, that's helping me getting my body motivated, getting it warmed up so I can go ahead and conquer the day. My brain is getting activated, working out, doing the things that I need to do. So I enjoyed the physical care, and it's gonna turn out better for me in the long run as long as I get my adequate sleep properly and just constantly exercise. Baby, my body will thank me, and I will enjoy physically looking at myself in the mirror more. So,
Yeah.
baby, your body keeps score.
It does, cause these knees is kneeing. You hear me? They
They
sure
ain't
ain't
them mega
Meg this,
knees.
that. No, they ain't making these.
They
I'm telling you.
ain't got the mega
Listen,
knees.
I be going up and down the stairs in slow motion like Juvenile. Slow motion for me. Slow
Baby, she got the
motion.
creaky knees.
Get up and wake up the whole house. You feel me? I'm rubbing them now. That's how you know you old when you start rubbing your knees.
Why'd I start rubbing my knees? I'm just over here just, yeah,
Just rubbing
baby.
your knees, man. I'm telling you, it's the hey,
Uh,
that physical though, that is great self-care. No, I failed attack with nutrition because I'll stress eat for one. And I'm just like really poor with my diet. The only time I can commit to a strict diet is when I'm fasting, doing a corporate
mhm.
fast with the church or something like that. But outside of that, by day 3, I'm at the pizza spot. I'm getting me some pizza. Cause baby, but I'm trying to be more disciplined in that area because I am older now and I do want to be on this earth long enough to see my grandkids and great grandkids and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it
girl, we need
together.
you up here. We
Yes.
be over here doing this thing. Listen, we up in there still going through this podcast. Hey, baby, how you
Right.
doing?
How you doing, baby? Hey, sugar.
Hey, sugar lumps, how you doing, baby? Oh, you now I got some butterscotch. You want some?
Yes. You know what? That was my grandma, not my grandma, my great auntie. That was her candy, butterscotch. My grandma used to have Werthers. But I love Werthers and I love butterscotch too. Okay, yeah, we
We're
yeah.
off
All
topic,
right.
you know.
All right. So the fourth one is relational self-care. And I'm gonna break that down to you. Who you're connected to matters. Self-care is distancing yourself from people who constantly drain you. What Mo say on Real Housewives? Who today drain
That is, oh, today.
today drain me. Man, you gotta lean into those relationships that feel safe, balanced, and supportive. I'm sure we've all had that one friend or whoever that just every time when you
Oh,
saw the name on the phone, you was like, I can't today.
yeah,
I just cannot
yeah.
today. because they just literally drained the life out of you at times, asking for the same advice. You giving them the same advice. They not listening or they got the same problem. And you just like, come on, man.
Mhm.
So you really have to protect yourself. And I'm not saying you cut them off because you might be their safe space, but I'm saying take them in doses. A small dose here, a dose there. But this isn't somebody that I can talk to on an everyday basis.
What I heard you say is that you need to set boundaries with some of these people too,
Yeah.
because when they are becoming more emotionally drained, that's because you're not setting your boundaries to say, "Hey, I can't do this. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. Can we talk about something else? If not,
Mm-hmm.
we just don't need to talk because if you're gonna constantly call me about this and things are not changing, I'm not the one to keep going back. I'm not the woe is me.
Right.
I'm not the woe is me. So leave it over there.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm better
Boundaries.
with that now because I have my friendships. I feel like are extremely balanced. Because if
Mhm.
I just don't have it in me, I don't have it in me. Or I have the friend circle where I can say, "Hey, let's shift the subject," or "Let's talk about something else," or "You know what, this conversation is triggering for me. So can we talk about something else?" But it's important though. It definitely is important who you have relationships with.
Right.
All right. So now we're going to go into why self care feels hard for some people. Why is it hard for people to actually incorporate that self care into their routine? So sometimes it feels uncomfortable for a lot of people. And oftentimes people associate rest with being lazy. Sweetie, you are not lazy just because you want to get an extra hour of sleep or just because you call off. Let's talk about that. Use your mental health days. Somebody will get it done. A lot of people be thinking that they have that mentality like, well, if I'm not there, it's not gonna get done. They will figure it out. Or if you don't have a good my team, the team I work for, they'll figure it out. But you might have a job where you're on a team where they'll let things pile up until you get there. Hopefully you're not at a job like that. But you're not lazy just because you won't rest. And like Daquan said, boundaries, selfishness. You do have to have those boundaries. It's not being selfish, it's actually being selfless. Like
Oh,
I'm
say it
creating
again.
this boundary is not being selfish, it's actually being selfless. I'm creating this boundary for you and me. Because if I'm creating this boundary, then I'm protecting our friendship, I'm protecting our relationship.
Mhm.
And then, hold on now, because this is the important part. The people who always have to be the strong one, the helper, the fixer, the strong friend. Like me, I'm the strong friend. I've often been solution focused. So when my friends come to me with a quarrel, a problem, I immediately go into fixation mode. But sometimes they don't even want you to fix it. Sometimes they just want me to listen. So you got to learn, and I'm still learning that not every conversation requires a solution because you draining your energy when you just giving yourself away like that.
You know, I wanna go back to the mental health day. Even though I work at an agency that don't have a mental health day and we're a mental health facility, needless to say, I still take a mental day. But at one point, I had to just call off and say, "You know what? I just can't do this. Today, I need a I need a me day. I need a Daquan day. I need to rest. I need to relax because I just do not have the mental capacity to go into work to deal with the stresses of work." But that was also during a time where I wasn't setting my own boundaries. I wasn't doing my own self-care.
Mhm.
Again, going to therapy allowed me to learn. He gave me a tool, and it was pertaining to worrying about what I can improve on instead of the concern that's at hand at the moment. Because if I focus on the concern, then my motivation to improve goes down.
Right.
So if I just go into a mode of working on how can I fix me? How can I make my situation better? Instead of worrying about the concern or going into those negative talk mode when we talking about, oh, this need to happen. Well, what can you do? What can you
Mhm.
do to make your work better and easier for you? You can't worry about nothing else because it's either in your line of control, out of your out of out of your control, or that's that person. You can't control that person. So you can
Right.
only control.
So I hear you taking accountability for yourself and your actions. and
Exactly.
things that you have control over, and kind of accepting that. Like, these are the things that I have control over, and
Yep.
anything outside of my control, I have to accept the fact that that's something that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yep. The serenity prayer. In
Okay.
closing, self care isn't about escaping life. It's about creating a life you don't need to escape from. And it's easier for us to try to escape from the world.
Yes. Say it again. Self-care isn't about what?
Self care, all right, isn't about escaping life. It's about creating life you don't need to escape from.
Yes. Self care is choosing sustainability over survival, and it's ongoing. It's not something you do once and you're healed forever. You're like, oh, well, I took myself out to dinner once in May and we in October. Huh? No, it's ongoing. You don't just do it one time and then you heal. No, you make a continuous effort to take care of yourself.
I actually did what today's topic was about.
Okay. What you
So,
do?
well, went to go get a little pedicure today. Boom, went to go get the pedicures, and yeah, came home. I went to the pet store, got some pet supplies for my new hobby that I'm getting into. So yeah,
Which is?
I'm gonna go ahead and start doing aquariums, like aquascaping, where you're putting the plants, fresh plants, and all that into the fish tank to make it more for the fish's ecosystem. So I'm really putting my
Oh.
time into it because I love water. Why not have my own aquarium here?
For you. What is it called? Aquascaping? Is that what you said?
Aquascaping. Yeah.
Okay, I love that for you. Aquascaping. Get that aquarium together. I can't wait till you finish because you
All right.
have been working on this for a mighty long time. So, what were you doing prior to that for self care?
Honestly, I was just trying to figure out my thing, my niche to get into. I
Mm-hmm.
typically did go to the gym. Every now and again, I would go to the gym. That was my form of self care. So I didn't really have anything. And going out used to be a self care thing for me as well. But
Yeah.
last year, I did not really go out. I was not outside because maybe I was, if I could be honest, I was going through a depression. If I'm going to sit through and go through because baby, 2025 was a year.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God I'm on this side of the year. Okay. On this side of the dirt, my grandfather says, on this side. Well, one, I'm also going to treat myself to the fish once I pass my test. So
So that's
that's
something
my
to look forward to.
exact. That's my motivation factor to go ahead and be like, "Oop, you really want these fish, right?
I
And you
like
need to go
it.
ahead and get this thing."
I love it. All right. What do I do for self care? I literally like chilling at home. I like to occasionally get dressed up and go out or whatever, but after an hour, hour and a half, I'll be ready to come back home anyways. But it's just, I like to get dressed up and get pretty. What else have I done? I went to get massages. I haven't gotten a pedicure in a long time, but that's very relaxing for me.
I wanted them to go to work on my feet today, baby.
Work, 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 work.
I wanted them to go to work.
So I want y'all to think of something that y'all could do for your own personal self-care and actually commit to it.
So if you're listening right now and you feel overwhelmed, maybe burnt out, or stretched thin, this is your reminder. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to say no. I had to say it again. And you are allowed to take care of yourself without explaining it. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody unless you choose to. But
Right.
you don't owe them no explanation.
Mm-mm. All right. So we hope y'all enjoyed that. And we hope y'all take heed to everything that we threw at y'all today about the self-care, the mental, the physical, emotional, relational, all those. And then coming up with ways on how you could incorporate self-care into your routine and what that looks like. And then we also discuss why people are kind of afraid to engage in self-care, feelings of guilt or feeling as if I don't have enough time to do it or whatever your reason might be. Get rid of it.
Mhm.
Take some self care. All right. All right, y'all. So y'all know how we get down. It is Q&A time.
It's time for the Q&A. 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 It's time for the Q&A.
Hey.
All right. So, Daquan, what's the Q&A question of the day?
All right. Today's Q&A question comes from Marquita from Austin, Texas.
What's up,
Come on.
Marquita?
What's going on, Quick? So Marquita's asking,
You
what?
and the nicknames. Why you always trying to give somebody a nickname?
I can't help it. It's for me to remember. It's for
Gracious.
me to remember. Okay.
So, like, I pick up on that because that drives me insane when somebody try to cut my name out. What's up, Niche? What's up, Nisha? I'll be like, stop calling me that. What's up, Dardar? No.
Dardar. Now, wow. I would
They tried it.
I would no.
They
That's
tried. You
enough.
tried
Next.
me a couple episodes ago.
We
You
ain't doing
tried
that.
to.
So
Okay.
today's question.
My bad. Why you sitting over there in a camping chair? though?
Girl, you ain't gotta call me on that.
This nigga got a camping chair.
It's in the works. Okay, it's in the works, girl. It's in the works.
Donate something so we can get my baby a proper chair.
Oh, off camera. I got words for you.
Y'all can donate on Buzzsprout. Y'all can give a little contribution.
Yeah. Just give it, thanks. Thanks, appreciate it. All right. So Marquita wants to know, what can you do for self-care when your funds are limited?
That's a good one.
That's a real good one. Well, there's a lot of things that you actually go out there to do. I know out here in Houston, there's a tons of sightseeing uh, events you can go to, places, the museum district, go walk around a lake, sit by a lake. I like water. So anything
Mhm.
that has water for me, as hence the aquarium, it soothes me.
Mhm.
It really soothes me. So if I can just sit by either a lake or go to the beach and just walk on the sand by the beach, that doesn't cost anything. That's free. So that's something right there that you can do. Um, roller skate, go skating. If you have a pair of roller skates or anything, go for a walk, go for a jog. Those are things that get your body moving. That's one of the things. Self care is get your body moving.
Mhm.
Go look for yogas. I'm pretty sure there's event on Eventbrite. There's a lot of things that you can do on there for free.
Yeah. Some of these studios too, like Daquan said, a lot of events are free. Like first timers, a lot of the yoga studios and dance studios and stuff like that, they allow you to attend the first session for free. So just keep going to multiple. Go to the yoga studio one week, then go to the dance studio another week, but keep
Okay.
utilizing the freebies. And
Mhm.
then a lot of restaurants have certain days where it's half off this or the
Mhm.
special for the day is this, or go to a matinee.
Mhm.
Go to the Dollar Tree, get you some snacks, put them in that big old purse of yours. Cause we in the cold, we ain't got no beach. I'm in Indiana. Well, I'm in Indianapolis. It's a little raggedy beach somewhere, but ain't nobody going to that beach. But if it's cold outside, you can do something indoors.
Yeah.
But we also, I think we got a movie theater here. I don't even know if it's still here, but it's like the $1 or $2 movies where it's
Oh, the
like the
matinees.
older movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the older
Those are good
movies, but
times.
it's cheaper. Yes. So you
Mhm.
just gotta find something. There's a massage parlor up the street from where I live called Foot Euphoria, and they give you a 60 minutes for $50.
Say it again. $50.
$50. Okay?
Fitty.
$50. Massage is normally
Yeah.
like 100 up. You get a hour for $50. You can do that once a month. That's saving $12 and a couple of cents a week, just so you
Baby.
can get your massage at the end of the month.
Also, let's not forget about the good old Groupon. Because baby, she is infamous on
Oh,
having
I
a
forgot
lot of
about Groupon.
right. Go on there,
Dang.
baby. You can even Groupon trips.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, Marquita, yeah, try some of those things. Just
yeah,
because your funds are limited, that don't mean nothing. Because ain't nothing keeping me in the house if I don't want to be in the house. If I want to
period.
go outside, I'm going outside. And you
Period.
also, for self care, you need to get some fresh air.
Period.
You need to get some sunlight. You
Lock it.
cannot be confined in the house. That leads to depression. You can't
Lock
do
it.
that.
Lock it.
All right. So we hope we gave you some jewels, Marquita. We appreciate your question. Y'all remember them. Keep them questions coming in. Y'all
Yeah.
can put them in the comments or y'all can email them to us. whatever.
Mhm.
We get them. Y'all can text them to us if y'all know us personally. That's how a
Mhm.
lot of our Q&A questions have been coming in from friends and family that we're familiar with. But we would love to have y'all Q&A questions on here.
Definitely will. And we'll definitely throw it up on there. Come on. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Don't be
We don't
shy.
bite. We a safe
Mm-mm.
space.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. So we are going to dive into our action and affirmation of the day. This is the portion of the show where Daquan give you guys some words of encouragement. And then we want y'all to actually like take heed to the words of encouragement. And then he provides you with an action for the day or for the week. But I want you guys to really, when we're giving y'all these affirmations, we want y'all to believe that.
Yeah.
And when we're giving y'all these actions, we want you to put it into action, actually do it. What you got for us today? What's the affirmation of the day?
Well, the affirmation of the day is close your eyes and breathe. Today's affirmation is you are good enough for you. Okay? Let's say that one more
Yes.
time. You are good enough for you.
Yep.
Okay?
You are.
And the action for today is smile.
Go on and smile. Do that Miss Seeley smile.
Okay, hold on.
That smile Miss Seeley had when Suge, was shugging. That is definitely the Miss Seeley smile. But yeah, go on and smile. I don't care if you're missing a side tooth, missing a couple of teeth. You go on and show that snag a tooth. Speaking of snag a tooth, my daughter's two front teeth have been missing for 16 Sundays, for a long time. And I'm a little afraid that they not going. But she looks so cute with her snag a tooth. So go on and give me that denim smile, y'all. On a smile. Kirk Franklin, smile.
I was about to say that, but then you just went on and on. I was going to say smile. You got to get out of my head. Crazy.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. So remember,
Yes.
self-care, take care of yourself without guilt. Say no.
Say
Go
no.
do I keep forgetting the aquascaping. Yes. Pick up a hobby.
Yes.
Do something. You ain't got to have a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money in this. You ain't got to have a whole lot of money.
Hey, that's a Bia song. That's
It
one.
is a Bia song.
Yeah, that's a
It
one.
is.
Now you need 4 more. Never mind.
Oh, okay, I get it. I can't name 4 Bia songs, sweetie. You got any closing remarks for our listeners?
Yes. Literally focus on what you can improve on and don't worry about the noise in the background, but just focus on you. Really hone in and it's easier to focus on the negative, but let's focus on you. That's going to be the challenging and hard part. I challenge you to focus on you when somebody at work or at home makes you mad. Focus on what you can improve.
There you go. See, he didn't get y'all 2 actions of the days. Focus on you and smile. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all catch us next week. We're gonna have another hot topic for y'all. Like Wendy Williams, how you do? We're gonna have
How you doing?
I miss Wendy.
Me too.
I
she was a
do.
mess. That's
She
my
was.
cancer twin.
I miss Wendy.
When I found out me and her got the same birthday, I was like, oh, hey, girl.
But yes, if y'all want to keep the content going, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
Like,
it
share,
going.
subscribe, and comment.
And
Because we need those
too.
comments up there.
Yeah, we do.
Y'all like us. Y'all love us.
Well, y'all have a good evening, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.
And that's a wrap for this round of Trigger Happy Hour, where we take shots of the truth with no chaser. Just broad conversations where the shots are sharp and it takes a sharper, and nothing is off the table. If you like what you heard, hit that follow button, leave a review, and tell someone who can handle the heat. Pull up a bar stool next week for more real talk. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Until then, stay bold, stay loud, and don't water it down. Cheers.